Hey yo, what's good YouTube? Long time no see. Today I want to show you a quick deck profile. A pretty fun one, in fact, one of a kind. I kind of invented it myself. I didn't see anybody else with this unique strategy. So I'm kind of excited to show you this deck profile and the combo that I will be showing you towards the end of the video. The deck that I'm going to show you is Rescue-ACE Mimighoul. And you're probably wondering, like, what? Those two does not sound good, or it does not fit together in the deck. It doesn't sound right. But I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you how the one engine can synergize with the other engine. So the first engine I'm going to show you, well, the first deck archetype I'm going to show you is the Mimighoul's side. So I'm going to show you the best ones, which is Mimighoul Dragon. This card, upon normal or special, lets you search a Mimighoul spell or trap. So again, in my opinion, this is the best Mimighoul. And if it's on your opponent's field, each Mimighoul has an effect where you can special summon on your opponent's field and face down defense. So when this gets flipped face up on your opponent's field, and all Mimighouls have a mandatory effect where Dragon will blow up all monsters, face up monsters your opponent controls. So the next best one I play is 3 Mimighoul Archfiends. This card, again, I think it's the second best one, and this lets you flip, upon normal summon or special summon, flips a monster that's face down and face up attack or defense. And this, I'm going to show you this crazy combo that's going to synergize, again, Rescue-ACE with Mimighoul. So I'm just showing you what they all do, again, and when they're, when this gets flipped face up on your opponent's side of the field, your opponent discards one. Well, they discard one and you draw one, and then they all come back to you. The next Mimighoul I play is Fairy. The reason why I play Fairy instead of the other new ones, which is Armor or even Slime, the Fairy is the best, in my opinion, the best extender, the easiest extender. So all you require is a Mimighoul monster, and it has a semi-good effect where if it's flipped on your opponent's side of the field, special summon monsters in your opponent's hand, once they're summoned, they can't activate their effects. So it's pretty alright. The last Mimighoul monster is Mimighoul Master. This card is insane, especially in the combo that I'm going to show you. So upon normal or special summoning, it lets you add a Mimighoul monster, and this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects while I control a face-up Mimighoul monster, or if your opponent controls a set monster. That card, that effect is pretty much important during the combo, which I will show you. And again, upon normal special summon, lets you add a Mimighoul monster, and it has a Book of Tayu effect, so on your opponent's turn. So during the main phase, you can flip a face down, face up on your opponent's field. Of course, you play Triple Dungeon. Dungeon is a semi-floodgate. If they control a set card, they can't normal summon, or their special summon monsters can't attack. Once per turn, during your turn, you can add a Mimighoul monster from the grave or deck to your hand, which is pretty insane. And another one is all Mimighouls, once they were not summoned or special summoned, the turn they gain their defense equal to their attack. So if they were flipped face up, their defense will go to their attack. So they're pretty much beat sticks. Now with the new support, this card became a 1-card starter, and this card is insane. So Mimighoul Maker lets you to add 2 flip effect monsters or reveal them. It's pretty much a guess which one your opponent gets, but no matter what results it is, it's going to be the same outcome. So pretty much I would get Dragon and Archfiend. So those two are the main ones in which I would summon Maker, especially since they're kind of the only ones that I play. But anyways, so one gets special summon to your opponent's side field and face down defense, and then the other one gets added to your hand, and you can choose optional if you want to special summon a Mimighoul from your hand. So it doesn't have to be the same one that you added, which is kind of insane. And then it has a grave effect where if your opponent special summons a monster, you can target one face down monster your opponent controls and change it to face up attack or defense position. So this is another way to Book of Tayu your opponent's monsters. So it's always really nice when you have those type of effects. And then what the best trap for Mimighouls, well, the only trap they have, but this is insane. This card is pretty good. So Mimighoul Room, what it lets you do is special summon a Mimighoul monster from your hand or deck to your opponent's field and face on defense, or to your field and face up, or to your field and face up. And then you can Book a Moon a monster on their side of the field. That's optional. So this card is insane to keep the floodgate going in which your opponent can't normal summon. And then it has a grave effect where it can kind of beat Imperm, Effect Veiler, so it can out even floodgates. So this is pretty cool because let's say they have skill drain. Well, let me read you the effect anyways before I start. So pretty much you can target Mimighoul monsters on your side of the field, Mimighoul cards on your side of the field, return them to the hand by banishing this card from the graveyard. So this can help you against evenly match. So you can put all your monsters cards back to your hand as a Mimighoul. If they Imperm or Effect Veiler, you can chain this and then bounce the Mimighoul to the hand and then kind of dodge the effects. So this card is pretty good. Pretty good. It's wild. And now we're on to the Rescue-ACE. So with the Rescue-ACE, the best Rescue-ACE card is not Turbulence. It's not Hydrant. The best Rescue-ACE card in this deck is Impulse. And you play 3 of them. So Impulse, especially with Mimighouls, this card is phenomenal going first. Because what happens is, let's say they have a Mimighoul set on their field, and then you was to find a way to flip it face up, so this will flip. So what happens is Impulse will trigger, so this will be Chain Link 1, their mandatory effects. Chain Link 2 will be Impulse because their effect is activating. So Impulse will tribute and then special summon a Machine Rescue-ACE from the deck, which is crazy. And like again, like it's a way better going first card now, because usually Impulse was better going second, but now it's better going first, and it gives you extender plus follow-up. And the monster that you mainly summon with Impulse is Fire Engine. So when this card is no more special, well, when a Rescue-ACE is no more special, you can special summon this card from your hand. But here, the best effect is when a monster is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field. You get to special summon a level 4 Rescue-ACE monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So the craziest thing is, no matter which, all Mimighouls have the effect to special summon on your opponent's field. So all you do is activate Dragon's effect, set, and that will trigger Fire Engine, which is crazy. So that combo, like, I just thought about, and I just like, so that's what makes it like synergize. And then I play 1 Hydrant, so because I'm playing a lot of like Dragon, you don't want to have a lot of monsters to normal summon, and pretty much you will get Hydrant off of the Fire Engine. So once you once you special summon a monster to your opponent's side of the field, you get the Fire Hydrant summoned by his effect, and then you get the whole combo going. So it's like, again, I'll show you, it's crazy. Airlifter, no more special summon, you add a Rescue-ACE spell, and then it has an effect. If your monster activates, if your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, it contribute to special summon a Rescue-ACE from the deck. I said deck, I'm sorry, from the hand. That'll be busted. Impulses from the deck. Preventer. So this card synergizes with Dungeon because the Preventer kind of helps floodgate your opponent by booking a mooning a monster face down. So again, you guys pretty much know what the Rescue-ACE does. Banish a Rescue-ACE from the grave, special summon this, and again, it's a Book of Moon. So again, it helps you with Dungeon. Plus, it has another effect. If it's sent to the grave, from the field to the grave, you can special summon a Banished Rescue-ACE monster from the Banished pile. That's not himself. one turbulence. So the thing with because you're playing a Mimighoul version of Rescue-ACE, you kind of don't want to brick on having too many high-level monsters and no Rescue-ACE in the graveyard. So that's why you want to play one, and all you need is really one. And this is the set for this card's crazy. And then if a card on your side of the field is sent to the graveyard or destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can pop a card on their field. So that comes up. On with the spells, you play one headquarters. This card, you might not see it much, but it's good to put your spells and traps back into the deck, draw a card, just so you can reuse them again. But this card isn't really needed. When I played this deck, it hasn't come up much, but when it does, you're pretty much already in a winning state. You play 2 emergencies. You don't play 3. 2 is good because, again, it's not a pure Rescue-ACE build. It's a Mimighoul build. So you don't want to have multiple emergencies in a hand, no Rescue-ACE in your hand or anything like that. So reducing it to 2 kind of helps balance the Mimighouls with Rescue-ACE. And this card is phenomenal. Again, similar to Room, when it's banished, it helps you dodge hand traps or even like outs skill drain in a way. You play 1 rescue. You don't play the alert because alert, in my opinion, is the worst Rescue-ACE spell because it's only good when you have hydrant on the field and you only play 1 hydrant, and you really don't want to add a Rescue-ACE in the graveyard, especially if you don't have one. So alert is not good opening up, whereas rescue, you pretty much can reborn any Rescue-ACE, and the only benefit of having hydrant is you can reborn a monster on their side in their graveyard. So that's why I play rescue without alert. And then of course the 2 traps, contain, extinguish. So you got the imperm, you got the pop, and if hydrant's on the field, the monster's effects can be activated upon destruction, and then they can be used as a land fusion, ritual, and all that good stuff, material. Rhoda, search the airlifter, search the impulse, which is crazy. 1 for 1, so because you're playing Mimighouls and you're playing Rescue-ACE, so this can kind of bridge both of them together. So you can summon Dragon to start your combos, or you can summon Hydrant to start your combos from that aspect. 2 triple tactics talent and 1 thrust. These are phenomenal in Mimighouls because they're activating their effects. So you get to, if you have Archfiend, they discard a card, you can rip another card. Thrust can get you to your Rescue-ACE by getting into 1 for 1. It can get into even talents. Thrust can also get you into reinforcements of the army. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah. And then my hand traps, play 2 Perulia, 1 Foros, and 2 Imperms to end up my 42 count deck. So the reason why I played 3 instead of like 6, 3 on each, is because I've seen a lot of duels in which people would activate these and then they don't resolve or get any pluses from them, and they're just negging. And especially if I'm going first, I don't want to have multiple Moltrummies in my hand. I'm not a big fan of once per turn cards, and I know they're not once per turn, but I feel like going first, you really are not getting any benefits from this card. But going second, of course you do, and then yeah, the Imperms I play 2 of. I think these are phenomenal. Again, they're not once per turn, so you can just Imperm anything. I don't play Ash because I feel like if you Ash, they'll just come up with a similar combo. So you're pretty much negative 1 multiple times. So that's why I don't play Ash. Nibiru, sometimes it comes up, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't play those either. So 42 combos, well, 42 cards in the deck. So I'm going to show you the quick combo right here, which is crazy. You're going to be like, what? So all you need for this combo is Maker. And let me see if I can find him. He's missing. There he is. Impulse. So again, no matter how you do Maker, the end of the combo is going to be the same. if not better. One might be better than the other. So I'll show you. So maker. So you're gonna get Archfiend, Dragon. So let's say Archfiend was on their side of the field. So you'll put them here. So you'll special Dragon. Dragon will get you Dungeon. So you'll activate the Dungeon. And then Dungeon will get you another Archfiend. So you'll normal summon the Archfiend. Archfiend will force this to go face-up attack. So this will be Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2 Impulse. So you'll send Impulse first. Impulse will get you the Fire Engine. And then this will come to your field. You draw one card. So we're going to ignore that. And then after that, you'll link these off. Oh, I didn't even show you the extra deck. I'll show you the extra deck after this combo video. So what you do is go for Throne. Throne's effect, you'll detach one, and this lets you special summon Mimighoul Master. Master's effect will let you add. So you can add either another Archfiend, so to force them to flip on your opponent's turn, or Fairy. So let's just go with Fairy for right now. Yeah, actually let's go with Archfiend. So now you got Archfiend in the hand. Now you use Archfiend's effect to special summon them on their field, which will trigger your Fire Engine. So now, Fire Engine will special summon Hydrant. Hydrant's effect is going to activate, and that's going to get you your Turbulence. So already you have a big board of monsters. So now what you're going to do is overlay these two to make Giant Mimighoul. Now what you're going to do is Giant Mimighoul's effect, upon summoning, you can add a Mimighoul card, which is Mimighoul Room. So now you have Mimighoul Room on deck. And then you can detach Hydrant, because his effect is you can target cards up to the number of face down defense position monster your opponent controls. So you'll target Master, and since Master is protected from destruction, it just stays there. So what you're using that is just to detach the Hydrant, so you can banish Hydrant and Impulse. And then that gets you Turbulence. So Turbulence will set you for, oops. So you'll get the Emergency, you'll get the Rescue, and get the 2 traps. So now you have these 4 face down. And you got Mimighoul Room face down. So what you could do now after this is you could probably link these off. This is not good on your opponent's turn, so you could probably link this off into, it could be IP, and then you could, on your opponent's turn, of course they'll flip that, they'll come to your field, you could probably make SP out of that, so you have one interruption, you have an interruption here. Well, you can Mimighoul Room, put Dragon on their field, and then Master can flip the Dragon to pop all monsters on their field. They have to flip this up, so they'll come on their field, you'll draw a card, they'll discard one. So you have a lot of follow-up, you have a lot of ways to disrupt your opponent. So you, of course, you got the Imperm, you got the pop. This also like Book of Moons your opponent's monster, which creates this even, which is so good with this. You have Emergency, so the combo, what you could do, let's say you link these off, you can Emergency, summon Preventer, send Preventer, special one of these, then you can rescue the Preventer, and it can Book of Moon your opponent's monster again, which is good with the field spell. So this deck has so much potential. So it synergizes like crazy. But now I'm going to show you the extra deck. I should have showed you that first, so I apologize. So I play Zeus because I play 2 of each Mimighoul monster, extra deck monster. So I play 2 giant Mimighouls. So these are phenomenal. Um, where's the other guy? He's missing. Kind of making a big mess right here, but it's okay. So Giant Mimighoul, upon XE summoning, lets you add a Mimighoul monster, or a Mimighoul card from your deck to your hand. And yeah, detach one. Then you can target monsters on, well, cards on the field up to the number of defense, face down defense position monsters your opponent controls and destroy them. So again, this helps beat floodgates because of Mimighoul room. So you can like target all, let's say you target skill drain and whatnot, like any floodgate. You can chain Mimighoul room to bounce this right back to your extra deck, and because it's no longer in the field, it'll resolve and it'll pop everything. And you can do the pretty much the same thing with dragon, normal summon dragon, bounce it with room. So it's pretty good. Throne. So once it's special summon, you can special summon master by detaching one, I believe. Yeah, so it's not upon special summoning. So yeah, you can detach one material from this card, special summon Mimighoul Master from the deck or graveyard. And then it has a quick effect during the main phase where you can equip this to master. It'll gain 1,000 attack, and then it can impulse or bounce, I believe it's monsters, right? It can return cards from the field to the hand up to the number of materials this card had. So mainly one. So you're probably getting one out of it. There's sometimes you might get two, but you're definitely bouncing at least one card. So this helps again like beat any like lingering floodgates or any disruptions that you want to get beat over or something like that. Of course, you play IP. You already know what IP does. You play Typhon. Typhon's just crazy. Fucho. Let me clean this up. This is a big mess. Fucho is insane, especially against Tenpai. So, or even like, it's really good as well when you're against the own mall chummies. So you could just make this and then just pass and not worry about losing next game. So this helps against Tenpai or anything because it's just unaffected and you get detached to, so it can't be destroyed by battle or something like that and not take no damage. So this card's insane. Oops, don't fall. Alright. So yeah. Amber Whale, because you play the Promethean package and the Zealantis. With Mimighouls, the cool thing with this deck, Rescue-ACE Mimighoul, is you don't have to worry about losing to what is that trap? That impulse card in which your opponent can't activate earth effects because now you're playing fire with it. And here's a cool, unique strategy that I've also discovered is let's say you're under impulse or even not, and you make this board, like you Promethean Princess and Amber Whale into Zealantis. So a cool thing you could do is if your opponent has like Mimighoul monsters on their field, what you could do is activate the effect, you know, banish everything, and then special summon them right back. And then the cool thing is, since these are your monsters, they come to your field and the effects will trigger. So Mimighoul Dragon's effect will get you a spell and or trap. So any of those or a field spell. But the cool thing is the effects they'll come back to you, and then you can just link them off, make Phoenix now that they're attached, or co-linked. Like this gets the additional effect, and this also when it comes to pop-in cards in the battle phase. But anyways, yeah, it's just something cool that I also discovered, which is pretty nice. And again, the deck is a work in progress. So if you guys can come up with like better like strategies with it, or like more cards to help make it better, like I definitely appreciate the feedback. So yeah, again, I'll play Phoenix. Phoenix pops a back row. Play Haida because it's not Mimighoul's Fire Rescue-ACE. So you can climb, link climb. SP's too insane. Anima, because you play a lot of level 1s. And I believe that's the last one. So yeah, please yeah, let me know what you guys think. Sorry it was like a little messy when I was doing the combos and kind of showed you my deck, my extra deck after the combo. But again, let me know what you guys think of the combo. Again, if there's anything more that you want to add on to this combo, I greatly appreciate it. If there's anything else in the deck that I should be playing, just let me know. And yeah, I appreciate it. Peace out.